All right, YouTube, today I'm coming to you from my backyard, and part of the reason why is because it's the one place in my life where I feel a lot of peace and gratitude and can just escape from life in general and take some big deep breaths, listen to the breeze, the wind, and we've got our little bird feeders back here, and I love just sitting and watching the birds. This time of year it's a little bit heinous because I live in the Carolinas and, well, it's pretty hot and humid. But today it's only supposed to be a high of 86 and it's also threatening to rain. So it's breezy, it feels nice, really nice, and I am soaking it in. I moved to this house 10 years ago, and when I first moved here I dreamed of making my backyard like a resort. And we get steps and steps closer to it every now and then. I've got a hot tub on my back porch, though I wouldn't have a hot tub if it were not for my partner who snagged it up from a free marketplace thing. We spent a few hundreds of dollars getting it in working order, but it's now in working order. My favorite time to get into the hot tub is after a Saturday long run. Again, not this time of year. It's kind of hard to get in the hot tub in the 90s, but in the fall it's wonderful. I love it. Another funny story about my back porch is at one point in time I had a recliner on my back porch just simply because I didn't have any place for it in the house, and it was my favorite thing to do, to come out here and just sit in the recliner. But the city put a stop to that. Somebody outed me with my recliner on the back porch, or at least they drove by and found it. So no longer have a recliner on the back porch, but I do have some leisure time occasionally out here. The purpose of my video today is just to give you a monetization or subscriber update, how far I've come within 6 weeks, 6 weeks of my YouTube, cranking out the YouTube videos, and where I hope to go within the next 2 months. If you've heard my backstory on the subscribers, I hope to get 1,000 subscribers soon so that I can monetize my master's degree. I'm going to go back to school for a master's degree, and one of the ways that I determined that I could help pay for that is by raking in the YouTube subscribers. So listen, if you want to be a part of my journey, like and subscribe and help me get to monetization. Now, if you're watching this because you were directed to it because of monetization, then you know that I need 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I'm doing my best to put out content in my niche area, and that's really where I've been focusing my energies for the last week or two, is just running content. I'm going to talk a little bit about what teachers do in the summertime. I am a full-time teacher. I don't want to give up my day job. I enjoy it. I've been doing it for a long time and I'm pretty good at it. I want to keep doing it, but I teach a class that I have taught for several years, and I think that YouTube is something I can continue to monitor throughout the school year. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to continue with it during the school year and pass on information to my students, pass on information to other runners. We often hear that teachers get 3 months out of the year off. Well, for me, that's not the case this year. My district has chosen to go to a monitored or modified year-round school. So we start back early this year. Teachers go back on August 5th, which is right around the corner. We got out on May 31st. I chose to use my first day off, June 1st, to go run an ultra marathon, which you can see my updated video on that. I spent the 1 week of that, after that, recovering because I just didn't do anything. I just waited for my muscles to heal. And then I started working out again. So as a teacher in the summertime, I'm not sleeping in. I'm getting up and going to work out. I really don't modify that schedule much at all. What I do modify is when I come home, I'm not in a hurry to get in the shower like I would be if I was getting ready for school. I really just take my time and then get ready for what's on my schedule for the day. What could be on my schedule for the day is really various. Today I cleaned the bathroom, I packed for a trip this weekend. Later on today I have a chiropractor appointment, so I do a lot of the things that I just can't get to during the school year. Doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, clean my closet, stuff like that. Teachers typically use the summer to take classes, and I have not done that this summer because I'm planning on starting my master's degree in August. Usually we have to take classes because we have to stay current for our certification. Our certification is, in our case, 5-year increment. So every 5 years we have kind of like an audit where we have to determine whether or not we're highly qualified to be in front of students in a classroom. So every 5 years we renew our certification. You hear that teachers get the whole summer off. Not entirely true. And we also get paid 12 months out of the year for work we already did. So the money that I'm getting for June, July, and August is money that I've already worked for throughout the 2023 and 2024 school year. So really, I'm getting 8 weeks of paid leave. I've already earned the money, and I'll continue to get it. Even if I didn't go back to school, I would get that money into August. If somebody chooses to move away to a new district, they still get their paycheck through August, through when they start at the next district. That's kind of a nice perk. You could work in the summertime and earn double income. Sometimes I've done that. As a matter of fact, I signed up to sell fireworks this summer, but I haven't gotten a call to go do that. I used to do that every summer. I would work at Red Rocket Fireworks. If you're traveling in the South, shout out to Red Rocket Fireworks. You go down I-77, it is exit 90. You can find all the things that you need. As a teacher in the summer, I do take a lot of naps in the afternoons. I love my afternoon naps. I read a lot and I think a lot. I am an introvert. Speaking on YouTube and speaking about personal stuff is not really my jam, but it's something that I can channel my reflections on. This summer, I've really taken time off. I will begin soon planning for next school year because I go into the school year knowing exactly what I'm going to do, so that when my students arrive, they tell me I'm going to be absent October 29th, and I can say, all right, look at your syllabus. This is what we're going to be doing. This is what you need to be doing if you're not in class. Or when I get that inevitable question, did we do anything in class yesterday? Yes, we did. Watch this video and do this. That way, it's all prepared. Everybody knows where we stand. I don't like the mystery, and I want students to be able to fall back and say, oh, I see what you did. Another reason I haven't worked on it yet is because one of the courses I teach, AP Psychology, has gone through a complete overhaul. Everything has to be redone. So I'm waiting until about mid-July to get started on that because, number one, it's a little bit overwhelming. It's a lot. And number two, I'm monitoring Facebook groups that are AP Psychology teachers, and they're really cranking out the content for that, and can collect it all at one time. It would be a little bit more helpful. And they're so good, man. Other teachers are brilliant. Thanks so much to the people who are putting out the content for the new course exam. As for subscribers, when I made the decision that I was going to up my YouTube subscribers, it was back in May. I mentioned it to my students, and my students are really on board because they want me to succeed. They want to see their teacher succeed on YouTube. So I knew and expected that initially my subscribers would grow and grow and grow, and it did. Before long, I was over 200 subscribers, but since June, it's really slowed down. And so I'm here to say, hey, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can reach monetization goals. In May, I got 124 new subscribers. Since May, in June, I only got 30. This I expected. I knew it was coming because no connection to students, but it's a little bit disappointing because I thought that my runner community would latch on board, and I just have to push it more with them, and I think that that'll come. I expected a slowdown, and I'm doing my best to put out runner content in my niche and the monetization updates as well. Some exciting news about, pop culture. Yesterday was NBA draft. I don't really follow the NBA, so I can't tell you much more about it, but that was exciting. Number two, tonight is the presidential debate, Trump versus Biden. And this is where I kind of want to close this video because I could give you my opinions on either man, but I actually want to just make predictions about the debate. And maybe you can comment about your predictions about the debate. So I predict that each candidate is going to put their foot in their mouth at least once. I think that Biden, I think that Trump, both will say something silly and stupid because it's a debate. And you do that. You get nerves, you get silly stuff. I think that each of them are going to make some mistakes. As for a winner, I think the losers is America. I do not think that either Biden or Trump represent the average American. And maybe I am giving you a little bit of my opinion on this. I think that we could be better represented by younger folks. We don't have that choice. So what are your predictions for tonight's presidential debate? Are you going to watch? I stopped watching this stuff back in 2016 when Hillary Clinton lost the presidential election, and then there was all kinds of scandal around that. So I really haven't been paying much attention to this. Another funny story about that is I don't watch TV. There's nothing interesting there for me, so I just don't. The sounds of the city are coming through, so I will get this over with and leave you with my bird houses, my bird feed. Again, it's one of the places where I feel a lot of peace and serenity, and just sitting out here watching the birds is pretty great, and maybe you've been watching them throughout. Who's gonna win the debate?